Silas Thapa was born in Bhutan and was raised in the Buddhist and animist religions.
From my childhood, I always used to ask myself, what will happen to me when I die? When the people in the village used to die, I always used to ask this question, where these people will go after they die? And sometimes it haunted me even at night while I was sleeping and I could not sleep. When I grew up a little bit older, the people in the villages, they told me that if I die as a sinner, I will go to hell. And they also explained me about hell, that it is a terrible place. But they also told me that if I die as a holy man or a righteous person, I'll get to heaven. I really wanted to go to heaven. But during those times, there were no Christians in my whole district who could tell me about Jesus Christ. So as I was growing, I started practicing Buddhism. We were taught a Buddhist prayer in his school. So I started saying this Buddhist prayer sincerely from my heart. I even made a statue of a Buddha, and I used to stand in front of that statue and I used to pray that prayer sincerely. But I didn't understand a single word that I was reciting myself. In 1981, in the month of December, my parents were living away from my place where I was studying. So when I went to meet my parents and when I met my brother, I came to know that my oldest brother has accepted Jesus Christ and converted himself to Christianity. When my mom told me about his conversion to Christianity, I was really angry with my brother. But later on, when my brother started telling me about Jesus Christ, that was really attractive. And he also asked me to go to church. And I was expecting in this church that there will be a lot of statues, a lot of lamps, and there will be a priest or something like that. But to my surprise, when I get to church, it was about 15 by 20 feet, maybe even less than, maybe about 15 by 12 or 13 feet big room. There was nothing in the room except one table. And about 10 or 15 people, they gathered together and they started singing, they started playing musical instrument, and they started praying to God. One of the things really caught my attention was that these people started praying to God in a language that I could understand. They were talking to God as if they are talking to their friends. So when I saw those things, I said, I want to believe Jesus. I want to follow Jesus. So I decided deep in my heart that from today onward, I am going to follow Jesus Christ. Let me tell you one thing, that there was nobody to tell me how to accept Jesus Christ. None of them helped me to say a sinner's prayer. But down in my heart, I decided to follow Jesus from that day onward. As soon as I decided to follow Jesus Christ, something happened to me. Some burden has been lifted up from me. And I knew that if I die tonight, I'll go to heaven. I had an assurance of salvation, which I didn't have when I was praying a Buddhist prayer. So when I had this assurance of salvation, some kind of peace, some kind of joy that I cannot explain in a human language was in me. It came in me. When I had that joy and peace in my heart, I wanted to share this joy and peace with other people also. So I started witnessing about Jesus Christ with my family members, with my people in the village, with my schoolmates, with my classmates, and everybody. And eventually that led me into a full-time ministry. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you are blessed. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Silas Thapa now pastors Bhutanese refugees in Atlanta, Georgia.